Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and today I'm making Apricot-Sriracha pork chops. This is from EveryPlate. EveryPlate delivered all of this to my door in a box. The box is beautiful. I unpacked it, and look at all the things I had. They gave me everything I needed to make my dishes, because you might have guests or you might have a big family to feed. I'd ordered a lot of different recipes from EveryPlate, and look at all the ingredients that came in that box. There was such a variety, and they had done the shopping for me, complete with fresh vegetables, the seasonings I needed, everything for a complete meal, including the meat that had been carefully packed on ice in these little gel packs, and I'm going to use them later. These are the ingredients for a number of recipes, but let me focus on my Apricot-Sriracha pork chops. And this recipe is for 4 people. It will feed a whole family. For that, they gave me the pork chops, apricot jam, some soy sauce, the sriracha sauce, carrots, garlic, the little bit of ginger that I needed to flavor the jasmine rice. And from my own kitchen, I had water, oil, butter, and salt. That's it. The first step is to preheat your oven, which I did, on 425 degrees. EveryPlate comes with great recipe cards, and they're printed front to back to see what you need to do to make your recipe. And now we're going to peel the ginger all around. And now we need to peel that garlic too. So I take about a hunk of it. That's all you really need for this recipe. They give you extra for next time. And give it a crush! Because the goal is you just want the little nakey garlics to then chop into little tiny pieces. And the reason you want tiny pieces is you need a lot of surface area for all the flavor to come out. And our ginger gets the same treatment because nobody really wants a whole bite of ginger. A little goes a long way. I'm doing equal amounts of the garlic and the ginger. It's about 1 tablespoon each in little tiny pieces. And turn on your rice pot and drizzle your pot with some oil, about 1 tablespoon. And I'm going to add half of our quantity of ginger to our oil. And we're going to save the other half and the garlic for the sauce recipe on those pork chops. And stir up that ginger because it's going to flavor our jasmine rice. When it comes to a sizzle, turn it down to medium. And we're going to add the rice and stir it in. And it's going to coat the rice with that oil and all that ginger flavoring we have. And after it's coated, we're adding cups of water. I want that to come to a boil. So I'm turning it back on high just for a couple minutes to bring it to a boil. And now comes in a big pinch of salt and stir it up. And when it comes to boil, put a lid on it and turn it down. Too low, you don't want to scorch the bottom. And set your timer to 15 minutes. So when you ever get fresh produce, you gotta wash and dry it. And in this case, we're gonna central pivot and peel those carrots. And after they're peeled, you just cut them on a diagonal, about a 1/2 inch thick. I like to line those soldiers up. It just goes faster that way. Because even though the recipe says it takes about 30 minutes, I just want to see if I can make it any faster, because I like to get to the finish line fast. And onto a baking sheet they go. And I'm going to drizzle it with oil. This is olive oil, but any kind of oil is fine. And I'm giving it a toss. And spread it around, single file, please. Oh, and it's going to snow salt today, so put some salt on it, just a pinch. And pop them in the oven for 20 minutes. That's it. And while those carrots are roasting, now we're going to do our pork chops. So out of the packets they go. So cut open your packet. And there we have our 4 pork chops. And time to pat them dry. Give them a flip. And once again, because they got wet swimming in their pool. And we're going to season them next with salt on both sides. And you can add pepper, but I'm just not a pepper girl. They can add that themselves to their liking. It could be just too spicy, for certain people. And drizzle, 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 drizzle. Time for us to go to cooking school. And heat up our oil in a very big frying pan. And on medium-high heat, I'm putting in my pork chops. I like the sizzle. The sizzle sounds great. You were too close to your neighbor. You need your personal space. There we go. I want my pork chops to cook faster on the edges because stoves vary by degrees. You might have to crank yours to high to get a brown sear, which is what I'm doing now. And with that burner on high, we're going to have more color. Like that. So they all get flipped. And I'm cooking this on high on my stove for another 2 minutes. That's all it's gonna take. And so now I'm gonna stack the pork so it stays warm in a little pile. I'm adding an extra drizzle of oil. That ends up to be about 1 tablespoon. And get those drippings. Bring them into your pan and add your ginger and your garlic. Stir that up. You want to cook that garlic till it's soft, and that ginger is going to flavor that oil. I'm adjusting my pan slightly away from the heat so the hottest part of my pan is here. This I just want to keep warm in the corner. And we can see that's getting warm. It's been about 30 seconds. So I'm adding in 1/4 cup of water. And I'm adding in that apricot jam into that mixture and get every little bit out. I'm doing that with the top of my spoon today. Why not? And now I'm going to add the soy sauce to it, both the packets, and mix it up. I'm pressing all that jelly in it. It just seems like the fastest way to get to the finish line. Oh yeah, look at that sauce. That looks awesome and smells great too. And turn off the heat. Add 1 tablespoon of butter and your sriracha and just squeeze it in, but I'm not adding all of it because I'm not really that much of a spice girl, and I know that about myself. So I'm saving a lot of it in the packages to be added on the table if I want it. So there, you're in timeout for now. Give it a swirl. Oh yeah. Look at that glaze we're making with that butter. Yum. And time to take out the carrots. Oh yeah, they look great. And it's time to serve. Little piggies are coming to dinner. Look at all that rice. That's amazing. It looks fantastic. So onto the plate it goes. Oh yeah, it smells so great with that ginger in it. Carrots next. Oh my gosh, they're perfectly roasted. Can you see that? Oh, those look delicious. And all that pork. This little piggy and that, and this one and that. And let's stir that sauce up one more time. Oh, look at that sauce. That's incredible. Oh yeah, look at that sauce. It has viscosity to it. I'm drizzling it all over those pork chops. They all look fantastic. It is rich. It's gonna flavor those bites of pork chops with even more juice. And the carrots, they're perfect. And there's so much rice. I know in my family, there's gonna be leftovers. EveryPlate with EveryPlate is delicious. It's super affordable for a meal delivered to your home, because I know, I've tried a lot of those. They have 3 new meals every week, so you never get bored. And you can pick from 2 people to 4 people. This was a 4-person dinner. Believe it or not, that's only $4.99 a serving. That's amazing. Click the link below to get EveryPlate and look at all those great weekly menus they have and the dinners you like the best. And make sure you comment below to tell me what you think of this. Let's try it. Oh, let's try this one. Look how tender that was. That's exactly medium, which is what I want. And I want this bite with a lot of sauce. That is so tender. Wow. That's a perfect amount of sriracha for me. I can see my eyes just watering a little bit. But I'm really sensitive. My fellow diners get to add their own extra to their liking. I'm going in for my carrot now. Because carrots are good for my eyes. Perfectly tender, tastes delicious. We all know what a good carrot tastes like. That's perfectly roasted. And the instructions remind us all. And now the rice. Oh, look how fluffy that is. That looks great. And let's test. Perfect. Yum. Winner, winner, EveryPlate dinner. I'm Rebecca Brand. Subscribe to my channel and ring my bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life, like an EveryPlate pork chop dinner. For 4. I don't want to be a big piggy about things. If you like this cooking video, here's some more. I've got a whole lot of them on my channel. Check them out.